How do you feel? Do you think public governance has progressed in Marikina?
I think in terms of sustainability of the programs, the majority of the programs are still there. But having a new mayor in the city now, of course they have other priorities, hindi ba? They will change their priorities. So there are certain things that maybe I feel should be a priority, but he does not feel that it's a priority. So it's a difference in approach.
What's the best practices that you feel that should be implemented across all LGUs or all GOCCs that would reach that ideal of an ideal public governance initiative?
I feel that one of the important programs is discipline in the sidewalk, kasi it encompasses everybody in the city, in the sense na everybody walks on the sidewalk, di ba? Kahit bumaba ka sa kotse mo, walk sa sidewalk. So respect for public space for me is very important, because why? It's order. And you know, our philosophy in Marikina is that if there's no order, there's no peace. If there's no peace, there's no progress. So we talk about peace in our country for investors to come in. But if foreigners perceive our country to be with lack of peace or magulo, hindi ba? They will not invest. No? Foreigners have a different standard of order, di ba? Contrary to what Filipinos think is orderly. In fact, when we were cleaning up Marikina, people would say, malinis na yan. Hindi pa yan malinis, di ba? Kasi ibang standard nila. But in foreign countries, because they are so used to order, I feel that this is something we need to put in place for investments to set in. And why do we need investments? Of course, for jobs and for progress, because we don't have a monopoly of good ideas, and there are other people who can do that work for us here in the country by investing and, you know, developing our economies. Unfortunately, we are not really prioritizing order. So that's a challenge.
So the single most, the best accomplishment that you think you've attained through the years of being a public servant, and how do you feel this as some sort of a model that others should emulate?
Well, one thing we're proud of is the change in character of the people. Most Mariqueños, they don't litter anymore. Most. I'm sorry, 99%. Di ba? Kasi they already have that habit. You know, it's in their character not to litter, because they know the repercussion, and they also know that responsibility. They've already been taught, and they put their litter in their pocket and put it in the garbage can when they get to the house. For me, that's a very major change, because it's a character change. You know, it is easy to change infrastructure. Like, it's easy to build a road, a building, but how do you change the attitude of the people who are in that building and people who live in the community? Because, you know, after all, everything is about people. You know, Singapore progressed with no natural resources. They have nothing in their island. They have a very small city country, but they made it so big, you know, and everybody is progressive and everyone is taken care of. So how do you achieve that for this country, which has so many blessings, so much resources, and yet we can't seem to make our people get their act together?
Do you still have dreams for Marikina that you feel that still needs to be attained? And how can, well, the present administration, the present mayor can achieve it?
I think that there is never an end to progress. Look at Singapore na lang. They're constantly removing structures and putting up new structures. They're redeveloping. They only have a small piece of land. So it doesn't mean to say, you know, you're fully built up, that you're done. You know, you need to redevelop, reassess what needs to be done, try new economic policies, you know, build up for more efficiency, no? Make more jobs come into the city, you know, so everybody is more progressive. Now, if people start to say status quo, that's a start of stagnation. Then you will never get anywhere, because you will just start to recede, not move forward. So it's imperative for the leadership to always have a vision of how they're going to grow the city in order for it to constantly be moving forward, no? Otherwise, there's no such thing as just staying put. It's always moving backward.
With the best practices that you've espoused and advocated, how do you feel the national government should move forward or should progress vis-a-vis these advocacies, these initiatives that you've moved forward?
I think the national government is trying its best, but they're also very cautious. I find them too cautious, diba? They should just try it and then change it when it doesn't work, diba? Because what we need is to really see that things are moving forward, diba? And if we wait, assess, it could be a situation of analysis paralysis, diba? And that's what happens in many consultation, debate, argumentation, and then no action. Now, but people want action, no? They want change, no matter how maybe backward or difficult it is. People want to change, and that should be part of our culture, sana, because if we have that attitude for change, then I think we'll have a more dynamic country altogether. So let's just try it. Just jump in and try it. If it doesn't work, go back and rehash, diba? Yeah, I think that should be our, kind of attitude. A younger, more dynamic, not afraid of change, no fear kind of attitude. Yeah, not always on the safe side, diba? Kasi sometimes Filipinos have a tendency to say, don't rock the boat, I'm comfortable like this. Yeah, it's always difficult to change, diba? But if we don't change, hello, don't ask for anything new. Diba? Diba? Oo. Parang we want everybody else to change, but we don't want to change, diba? That doesn't happen. The change starts with us. Diba? Yeah.
Thank you, Mayor Fernando. Thank you very much. Thank you for the time. Thank you.